What's up, boys? How's it going? This is the first video of the channel. Today I'm doing a little bit of a day in life video. Unfortunately, I didn't vlog my morning, which is fine. It's basic stuff, work, breakfast. But I'm starting this channel because I want to document my growth as a person. I want to document my business's growth. And I hope that I can look back at these videos in about a year and think, wow, I grew. A little bit about what I do. I own a clothing brand. I own a marketing company. I do crypto, all that stuff. But my main niches are clothing and marketing. But yeah, so today what we got going on, I've got some friends coming. He's bringing a Mark V Supra and a Maserati. We're gonna go do a little photo video shoot just for a promo, nothing too crazy. And yeah, so they'll be here in about maybe an hour or so, but we're just gonna chill, get some work done until then. Beautiful day out today. Really loving this weather. I'm from Colorado, if you don't already know. By the scenery, you've got the mountains all the way over there. But yeah, this is Colorado. Very beautiful. We're gonna take a step inside. I'll show you guys what I'm working on. My apologies, I don't really know how to format these videos. This is my first YouTube video I've made since I was 9-10 years old. So this is pretty cool. I used to have a little vlog channel, gaming channel when I was 10 years old. I had about 200 subscribers, nothing too crazy. So yeah, so we're back to doing YouTube. Pretty cool. But basically what I'm working on right now is my marketing company's website, making sure it's optimized, animations, all of that nice stuff. So this is my company, Yume Marketing. At first we wanted to call it Yume Marketing, but it's pronounced Yume. Kind of sounds a lot better. A little bit about the back end. So we're using Wix to host our website. It's been pretty good. A little bit difficult, but pretty good. So basically what I did was I made my own form, and then I figured out that this isn't going to work because for some reason these don't save the entries as variables, which is really weird. So right now I'm making this new form, which is pretty simple, but we're adding a lot of these free resources so that way we can get more leads and we can get more of a target audience, so we can see we can obviously see the scores that people get. We can see what they enter, and so we can see who's coming to our website. But as you can see from this right here, these are different fields, and they're a little older. So this is the traditional way you used to do it, is you make your own entries, but now they have this thing where it's a whole form. So I had to figure this out. But yeah, so I saved this here, but it's all in one thing compared to 3 different elements, 4 different elements. It's all in one thing. So hopefully we can get this working, but I think that the boys are about to be here. So I'm going to go get ready real quick, go get dressed, throw some shoes on, and yeah, we'll go say hi to them.
Advertise it at 382. When you put these on
So I just got home. Unfortunately, I didn't take that many clips of the shoot, but you guys will probably see the finished version. But that was awesome. The Mark V Supra had some of the craziest torque I have ever seen. I was blown away. I got this ride. I got to feel it out in this parking garage. We sent it just a little bit, but it was phenomenal. The Maserati too sounded amazing. I genuinely was not expecting that from both cars. Typically when people say Mark V Supra or they say Maserati Ghibli, you're like, Ooh, but beautiful cars, amazing cars. It was cool too because like everybody was looking at us in traffic, and that's always like a crazy feeling, you know. But yeah, so it's currently 3:50. Just got back, and I have to go meet up with a client here in about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna get ready to head out, and then yeah, I'll vlog some of the work that we do. This is Elliot. I've been working with him for about 4 months. He owns a Christian clothing brand. So I do his marketing and some of like the back end stuff for his brand. But yeah, really cool dude. Really cool brand too. So yeah, I'll show you guys a little bit about the creative process with his brand. So yeah. Pack my bag real quick. Get everything set. Got packed up. Elliot just got here, so about to go say hi to him. What's up, my man? How's it going, bro? How you doing?
Well, how are you?
Good, good. All right, so we just got to the library with my client, Elliot. How you doing today, bro?
Doing well, how are you?
Good, good. So do you want to tell them a little bit about your brand?
So my brand is a Christian clothing brand that really wants to connect faith over fashion. So truly representing your faith and wearing your own faith boldly, and representing what you stand for in Christ and how you are as a Christian. And it truly is, it represents as a reminder whenever you wear a piece, as a reminder of your faith to God.
How many followers do you have?
So on Instagram, I'm right around like 550, and on TikTok, I built my way up all the way to 20K.
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 Wow. How did you manage that?
So basically what I did is I did a great marketing plan with Riley. He's recording right now. He did a great job of helping me out with it. But we really focused on like organic marketing, a lot of online marketing, and figuring out how to really show people the true message of my brand.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Elliot's brand. I think he has an amazing message and an amazing brand. Elliot, what are we gonna get done today?
So we're gonna get down all the marketing and the plan set out for Vessel 2, which is the second drop. We're gonna get manufacturers done. We're gonna get all the designs ready and prepped, and then hopefully set some dates for when it will be released.
Yeah. How many pieces are you gonna have?
So I'm gonna have around 4 to 5 pieces, depending on the demand.
Okay.
We're gonna see kind of how the marketing works with that, and then create a plan for
Yeah. Are you doing a bulk order? Are you doing pre-orders? What you doing?
We're gonna start with pre-orders, and then based on how many pre-orders we do, we're gonna start on bulk orders.
All right, fire. Yeah, let's get to work. So this right here is a design I made for Vessel 2. Yeah, this will be going on a t-shirt, right? Yes, sir. I think it came out pretty good. This was made in Procreate, so basically this is all drawn. A couple textures added onto it. You can see down here, just like black and white, basic stuff. But while I was working on it, my pen broke, so I wasn't able to isolate these layers. So we're doing that on his iPad right now, and we're gonna get it all good to go for the manufacturer. Right, Elliot?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna remove the background here and kind of blend it in. We're gonna make it more sharp, so sharper. So we're just using this, kind of adding this texture on it. All right, so I just finished this. I think it came out really clean. What do you think, Elliot?
Bro, it's great. I love it.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Now we're gonna go get this sent onto a tech pack and then send it off to the manufacturer. Yes, sir. So my friend Trent Davis, co-founder of U Marketing, just pulled up. He's gonna help us out with Elliot. Oh, I see him. What's up, my man? How you doing, bro?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, bro. Let's go on in. So we've got Trent here. What's up, Trent? So we're gonna come up with some marketing strategies for Vessel 2. So let's start off figuring out when we want the drop to be finished. So when do you want the drop to be finished?
So I want to start it like mid-June,
Mid-June?
and then I want it to run for at least a month, and then end it like mid-July to late July.
Okay, cool. So we need to come up with a rollout strategy for that. All right, so how do you want to roll it out?
like kind of a movie scene, a lot of cinematic clips of like city themes and then leading into church themes.
Okay, so mostly like organic marketing.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool. Are you gonna do pay-per-click ads at all? So like Meta ads, Google ads?
Yeah.
Yeah? Fire. And what do you want to estimate your ROAS to be?
So I want it to be at least like $8,000 in profit.
Okay. So
I want to make at least $5,000 from the pre-orders that we'll do.
okay. So depending on what your investment is for ads, probably go for 10x. I think 10x. Yeah. All right. So if we want to get a 10x ROAS, I would say what we need to work on the most is good creatives. So photo shoots, editing, videos. So do you have anything in mind for that?
Yeah, so I want to create like a movie scene, like starting in like the city, and then move it to like a more subtle, like a church or like some nature, landscapes and whatnot, sunsets, you know.
Yeah, and would this be used for the ads as well? Cool. So, yeah, okay. And then as for like the standalone creatives, so like photo shoots, do you have any cool ideas for that? Or?
Yeah, so I want to start it with this guy jumping off a building, like.
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah.
Let's. Okay.
Start it by this guy jumping off a building, and like or like about to jump off.
Yeah.
And like he's not right in the head. He's like tweaking out. He's just like not right in the head. And then it's like a cut scene to where like he might be being chased or something like that. And then goes up to the building. Through a staircase, and he's still being chased. And then he reaches a dead end. He jumps off, and then he appears in a church with clothes on.
So he's like that purity.
Exactly.
Wow, that's a really deep video idea.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
But as far as like the like studio shoots, are we gonna look into studio shoots at all?
So one studio shoots just to get all of it on a plain background, and then we're gonna do desert shoots.
Desert shoots, really? Tell me.
Like it's gonna be an abandonment theme for like parts of the drop.
Okay.
Where it's gonna be like in the desert and like being abandoned and then finding God, like maybe just crossing the desert or like the cloth of Turin, just stuff like that.
Yeah. You could almost recreate it with your clothes too.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So mostly organic marketing, pay-per-click ads. Anything else?
That's about it.
That's about it. Are you gonna continue like clipping too?
I will.
Yeah. So Elliot, what do you want us to do for you? How can we make this happen?
What you can do for me is help me find a different marketing strategy as we did for Vessel 1, and finding new ways how we can differentiate from different brands, like finding like movie clips or like just different things like that for my brand, or like finding a common theme. Like my theme would be like abandonment for my brand,
right?
And like finding like more landscapes and cities, and like creating a storyline for it.
Right. Okay.
So what I think we can do for you is first let's get you a content schedule when we're recording, and then also when we're posting for it. And then we'll get you set up with models and any additional equipment that you need. From there, once we have that plan set up, we'll start executing on that. And once that's going, then we'll start worrying about the ads themselves.
Yeah.
So what that looks like is editing, as well as post schedules, as well as targeting those ads towards your niche. So like the abandoned church, religious, like that niche. So we can definitely help you with that. I think your marketing strategy will be pretty simple because you've already defined your niche and you kind of already have your personal brand. I think that's the hardest part about this for someone like you. So yeah, I think in the short term, let's get that plan set up. I think that shouldn't be too difficult for you. Is there anything within that plan that you want to make sure is included?
Not really just going over the basics, like dates specifically, and kind of my overall idea and vision of the brand.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll get scheduling done so that we can get people out to these photo shoots for you. That's always the biggest pain in the neck.
Yeah.
But I think because we've done enough with you in the past where you're set up, I don't think this should be too difficult to get going.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. And then after that, we'll go ahead and get you set up with an ad plan. So how we're going to go about rolling out our ads, what our ad strategy is going to look like. Yeah. Well, sweet. We just got finished up with Elliot. We're now on our way to Trent's house. We're going to hang out for a little bit and then go to this church thing. We're going to, it's this dinner with a lot of the stage tech people and the directors of the church, and we're going to try to become lighting technicians, do some camera work as well, just whatever the church needs. But yeah, we figured out a good rollout strategy for Elliot, continuation strategy as well. So after he rolls out his drop, how are we going to continue sales? Yeah, he wants to do about a month after he drops. He still wants to get continuous traffic and continuous sales. So yeah, we'll see how that goes within the next month. So yeah, right now we're on the way to Trent's house. We're gonna hang out for a little bit and then go to church, go to this dinner. What do you think about this dinner tonight?
I think it'll be pretty cool. It's an opportunity to give back. So it's like an explanation of different tech roles that they need filled inside of the church. So I'm hoping to be a camera operator. That sounds sick. I think you want to do lighting.
Yeah, I have past experience with this, so I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty sick. They're having like pizza or Qdoba. So, by the way, it's pretty lit.
Yeah, I'm really hoping for Qdoba. I love Qdoba. But yeah, I think we're both super excited. We'll be there in about an hour, so yeah. We stopped at my house really quickly. Elliot was in a photo shoot for my brand, and I promised all the models that they would get a free t-shirt if they modeled. So I'm grabbing him a t-shirt real quick, and then we're gonna get headed to church. You can't really see it too well, but this is the Eidolon t-shirt. This is what he modeled, so I'm about to go give it to him. You go, my man.
It's a large.
Yes, sir. Tito. Hi, Tito. This is Trent's dog. Tito, give me a Tito. Go get it, Tito. It's like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's raining like very lightly, but it honestly feels amazing. It was super hot out today. Hi, Tito. Hi, Bubba. Hi, Bubba.
What day is it? Wednesday? Okay, so
We just got back from the tech team dinner at the church. Honestly, went pretty well. They had a lot of really cool equipment, a lot of cool cameras. This one camera though was massive. It was huge. It was like the size of my face. It was crazy. And yeah, so I'm really excited to start volunteering there. I think it'll be really cool. I've been really wanting to get some experience doing like lighting and camera work and even audio. I've never done audio in my life before, other than like studio mixing. So I think this will be pretty cool. But yeah, it was really enjoyable. Met some cool people. What you gotta say, Trent?
Super cool people. Great environment. The equipment there was really interesting. I haven't seen stuff like that before, and the idea of working with that like once a week is like super cool to me.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna commit and we're gonna get involved. Yeah, I think it'll be cool.
Yeah. I think it'll be pretty cool. So now we're on our way back to Trent's house. We're gonna get some work done, chill, do whatever, probably work on the website a little bit. Yeah. Tito. Hi, buddy. He's trying to get the food. Hi, Tito. Hi, buddy. So it is currently 1:51 in the morning. Me and Trent are about to call it a night. We're so tired, but we got done a little runway plan. So essentially what a runway plan is imagine your business is a plane and you want it to take off. So what do you have to do before it takes off?
It's like a pre-flight check.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and just list a couple things we have. I'm not gonna make it boring. I'm not gonna make it too complex, but yeah. So one of our main bullets is create confident and effective media buyers. So we have a team of about 6-7 media buyers working for us right now. We want to make sure we can do everything we can to ensure success on their behalf. So a couple of our things we have is checklist for successful call, example client notes, training on our CRM, training on our sales offerings, basic marketing literacy training, and available services and how to sell them. So basically all of that is just resources our media buyers can use to ensure success.
Those are all like check boxes we're hitting in order to create those confident and successful media buyers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Practice team management skills. So regular calls between Logan, Trent, and myself. And then regular calls between all three of us and our media buyers to ensure active communication. So if they have any questions, we're there to answer them. Create plans for them to follow. Manage professional relationships. Find their needs and fulfill them. So we want everybody on our team to feel like a family almost. So we want to make sure that we have a professional relationship and any need they have is taken care of on our end. Then we have our 30-day plans, deadlines, and goals. After that, we have our website video plan. So essentially what we're doing is we want to compile a bunch of videos into our website. This will be good for retaining their attention on the website, so they're not just scrolling and they see a bunch of text and they're like, we're out of here. Hopefully that makes sense. So basically some bullets we have: who does what video. So what videos am I doing? What videos are Logan doing? What's Trent doing? Maybe some of our media buyers will do some videos too. We'll see. How long will they be there? Or how long will they be? So are we trying to go for longer 5 to 10 minute videos, or do we just want 2-minute long videos basically summarizing everything? Where will we film them? That's going to be key, is your background. Like we said, we want to retain their attention, so we want to make sure it's a professional background, maybe with some nice LEDs, something pretty cool. And lastly, our execution phase. Basically, our execution phase is everything that needs to be done, everything that's going to be done. So website and content, videos for the website, create YouTube for the company, optimize for mobile, so that'd be our website. Finish services, create new services. So that's going to be everything on the website, and then our content creation part of it as well. Tool creation, make media buyer training, so SOR, videos and plan, and email templates for them to use. And then we're also considering getting some of our media buyers with previous experience to come on board as well and help out some of the new guys. And then after that, it's going to be our personal outreach. So how are we going to connect with businesses that we know personally? Instead of cold calling or, finding prospects, we want to approach some of them with more of a warm outreach. So contact and proposition businesses and people that we know. That's going to be key for our startup. I think that all three of us, especially some of our media buyers, we're all in great positions where we know business owners, we know people who know business owners. So I think that'll be great. But I'm very excited to see how this runway plan goes. It's just a rough draft, so we still have a lot more to add to it, but I think that'll come as we kind of expand more slowly. Also, before I end this video, I want to welcome you guys to the basement. Show them around. This is where a lot of videos are going to be taking place. This is pretty much our headquarters. This is Trent's basement. We spend millions of hours down here planning and working and PlayStation. But yeah, we'll be shooting a lot of content here until we upgrade. So yeah, but I want to say thank you if you're still watching this video right now. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. And I know I didn't go too in depth with it earlier, but allow me to explain more about what this channel is going to be documenting. It's going to be documenting my personal growth as well as my business growth as a young entrepreneur. I'm only 17 years old, turning 18 very, very soon. So I have a lot to work on. However, I'm going to be cheese stick. I'm going to be documenting pretty much the entire process. So I believe I already found some pretty decent success at my age, but about a year from now, I want to 10x that. So I'm going to bring you guys along on the journey, and yeah, hope it works out. You guys take care.